everybody, Jasmine Lee here with Coldwell Banker. Today I'm going to be doing a market update video for you for Santa Clara County, and we're going to be looking at the first half of 2019 and seeing what happened then, and then we're going to compare it to the first half of what happened in this super weird year of 2020. Okay, so we're going to start by looking at the numbers for single family homes, and then I'll go into the condos and townhomes. So let's take a look and see what happened in 2019 for the first 6 months of last year, okay? So we had number of single family home units that sold that closed escrow between January 1st and June 30th last year. We had 4,761 units, okay? And then this same time last year, the average list price for single family homes was just over $1.55 million. And then the average sold price was just over 1.57. So properties were going just a hair over the asking price, but not too substantially like we have seen in previous years. And then the average price per square foot for single family homes in Santa Clara County the first half of last year was $831 a square foot. So how does that compare to what we saw in 2020 so far? Let's take a look. So I think that this is pretty intuitive for most people. We had less inventory sell this year, and that makes sense because of the coronavirus, right? So we had about a 24% decrease in the number of units that sold the first half of this year. We've got 3,585 units compared to the 4,761 units that we saw for the same duration last year. Now price. Do you guys think prices are going up or down for single family homes in Santa Clara County? I know with COVID, a lot of people are probably thinking that prices have gone down, but that's not the story that I'm seeing with these numbers. So last year, we had that average list price of $155, and for 2020, we're up about 2.5%. So we have an average list price of $1,953. And then the average sold price is still over the asking price. Even with the coronavirus, we are experiencing a seller's market. So the average list price is $1,593. Average sales price for 2020 is $1.618 million. And that's up about 3% from the sold price for the same time last year. And then last but not least, average price per square foot, we had $831, and now we're looking at $845. So not a huge increase in price per square foot, but still an increase. So how does this compare to what you guys thought was happening in Santa Clara County with single family homes? Is this on trend with what you thought, or is it the opposite of what you thought? Leave me a comment in the description below, okay guys? And now let's talk about condos and townhomes. So condos and townhomes in 2019, we had 1,807 units that closed escrow in the first 6 months of the year. The average list price for those 1,807 units was $904,000, almost $905,000. Average sold price was just a hair over at $913,000. And the average price per square foot was $694 per square foot. Okay? So again, how does this compare to what we saw in the first half of 2020? Well, let me show you. So we've got, again, less inventory that sold, and that we already know there's less inventory because people took their homes off of the market because of the coronavirus, right? Saw inventory go way down. And then average list price is actually down by about 4.7%. So last year it was just under $905. This year the average list price is $862,000 for condos and townhomes in Santa Clara County. Last year our average sold price was about $913. This year, our average sales price is about $871. So year over year, the average sales price is down for condos and townhomes by about 4.6%. However, notice that the list price is still lower than the sales price. So the condos and townhomes are still selling a hair over the asking price. They're just not selling for the same prices that they were selling for the same time last year. And then our price per square foot is also down. So price per square foot went from $694 a square foot to $678 a square foot. So down by about 2.3%. So not a huge decrease in price per square foot. However, definitely So normally I also include days on market. However, when we went into shelter in place a few months ago, we were not allowed to have days on market accrue on the MLS. So all of the listings that were on the MLS had 0 days on market that were listed in March or April, and then in May is when they lifted the days on market, so days on market started counting again. So if I pull those numbers, they're kind of skewed. I don't normally like to exclude days on market. I think days on market is a really great number to analyze because it tells us how fast things are selling, but I can tell you just from looking at these numbers, the sales prices are higher than the list prices. We're still in a seller's market, and it's just really interesting to see what's happening. Even though the coronavirus happened, we're still bouncing back and rebounding pretty well from it. So if you guys have any questions about the market, let me know. Leave me a comment, shoot me a message with your questions, give me your thoughts on what's going on, and would you rather be a buyer or a seller right now? Because I think buying is also a really great time. Got really low rates, and I'm sure you've been hearing that for years. However, one of my clients just got a 30-year fixed rate, and they got it for under 3%. So I think it's a great time for buyers as well, and you're not usually this close on the list price to sales price ratio. In past years, we've seen it, 6 or 7 or 8% over what the listed prices are. So we're not at that crazy seller's market that we were at before, but we're still in a little bit of a seller's market. So if you guys have any more questions, or if you want more information on any other stats that I didn't include in this video, then like I said, just leave me a comment, send me a message, let me know what you want to know. All right? Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you learned something. See ya!